Do our mic check again here. Cool. Alrighty. So, bit of a different format for this one. Um, we're gonna see the Columbus Blue Jackets and the Minnesota Wild face off. But as I was taking a look at the schedule to come find this one, I found 2 games back to back for them. And first pick here was going to be that game on the 28th, which is the one that we are going to play, just because it looked like it was going to be a bit more fair game here, not being a second half of the back-to-back for the Blue Jackets. But then as you go over to the Minnesota Wild, their game on the 28th is the second half of the back-to-back after the Red Wings, too. So either way, it's the second half of a back-to-back. Somebody's going to have some sort of disadvantage here. So I figured, why not? Let's do 2 for the price of 1 on this one. Columbus and Minnesota was a matchup I wanted to get going. Since they're cross-conference, these are the only 2 games they're going to play all year. So we gotta pick one of them, and I'm going to go with that game on the 28th. But before we do, we're going to quick sim this game here on the 25th and see where that leads us, taking in to that game on the 28th. So Columbus, this is their second half of back-to-back. They're coming off a 4-2 loss to the Ottawa Senators. They come into this game 7th in the Metropolitan. They are pretty far back of a playoff spot, 8 points back of the Buffalo Sabres, who have 2 games in hand in the second wildcard spot. The Hurricanes at 72 points have played 3 less games than them. So for the Blue Jackets, especially at the end of February here, that's probably about it for them, which was to be expected coming in with as little history as they do have in a pretty stacked Eastern Conference. The Metro, not quite as stacked as the Atlantic, but got some powerhouse teams in there too, and they're not quite able to hang in there or the Blue Jackets, but we'll take a look at them. So we'll just quick sim this game here. So we'll go into, look at the Minnesota Wild here too. Wild, they sit 5th in the Central Division, only 2 points back of the Winnipeg Jets for their playoff spot. Quite a bit back of the Ducks for the top wildcard spot, though. But that'll be the battle. It'll be Jets and Wild, it looks like. Maybe the Blackhawks can sneak in there, too. But the Wild have 3 games in hand on the Jets. So this could be a big stretch for them when they're going into their final month. We see their top scorer, Marian Gaborik, here. On the other side, we get Nikolai Zherdev for the Blue Jackets. So let's just jump in to a quick sim here for the Blue Jackets and Wild Game 1. Let's do it quick minute by minute here, I suppose, and see what comes up. Early power play from Minnesota. Shots pretty even. Columbus able to kill that off, it looks like. Halfway through the first, still no score. And there's the first goal of the game. It's Jason Zucker getting the goal on the Columbus goaltender, Sergei Bobrovsky. Columbus with a slight advantage in shots after 1, but the Wild get the goal. Take a look at the second. Early power play for Columbus, and they get one. It's Rostislav Klesla on Devin Dubnyk to tie the game. And then Minnesota able to respond there with a Zach Parise goal to regain the lead. And another one after that. That's Bouchard with the goal on Bobrovsky there. Pierre-Marc Bouchard. 3-1 after 2 for Minnesota. Still a shot advantage in favor of Columbus there. Devin Dubnyk in the net for Minnesota, doing some good work. See the third period underway. Nothing doing in the first half. Power play for Columbus. See if they try to get themselves back in the game. Good kill there from Minnesota. Coming into the final 5, Minnesota still with a 2-goal lead. And it looks like they're gonna pot an empty netter. Bouchard second of the game, and that'll do it. A 4-1 victory for the Minnesota Wild over the Columbus Blue Jackets. That'll take care of that one. The Jackets, of course, coming off the second half of the back-to-back there. Certainly didn't help them out. We aren't going to quick sim the Detroit game. We'll just kind of blow past it here before we get in and go take a look at this second Wild Jackets game. A 3-1 loss for the Wild to the Red Wings. Respectable loss against a big team like that. So we'll set the table again here. The Wild coming into the game 28, 27, and 8. They'll stay in 5th in the Central, now 4 points back of the Jets, but still 3 games in hand. The Blue Jackets 26, 31, and 8. They've fallen to last place in the Metropolitan with 60 points. 2 games back of the Rangers, who are tied with them in points. Marian Gaborik, the leading scorer for Minnesota. Nikolai Zherdev has that distinction for the Blue Jackets. We'll quickly take a look at the lines here before we go in. These are the Columbus Blue Jackets, led largely by Rick Nash. There's the decor here, with our current day star Seth Jones sort of leading the way. In net, we've got Sergei Bobrovsky and Matthew Gaudreau as the backup. Bobrovsky's going to get the start in this one. Could have stayed in that screen, but here I go. And a quick look at the Minnesota Wild. Marian Gaborik is their top point scorer. He and Zach Parise, the top 2 forwards in the at least in overall. But not too bad top 6 for them. Kind of falls off after that. The defense, fairly stacked as far as it goes, with Suter and Dumba at the start here. And in net, we're going to see, I think I want to put in Rolison for this one. Second half of back-to-back anyway. And we see Dubnik all the time for Minnesota. It'll be fun to see Rolly the goalie back in there. I'll make that switch. Why not? These 2 expansion teams from 2000-2001. Let's see how far back with their jerseys I can get here. Oh, is that that alternate then? Didn't realize that. 06-07 still, but still about as far back as we're going to go. We're going to give them that. We'll do the same for Minnesota. They got a second on there? Yeah, yeah, that one. Yeah. A rare and probably one-time only doubleheader for us here. From inside the Nationwide Center in Columbus, Ohio, the Minnesota Wild come to town to take on the Columbus Blue Jackets. Dwayne Rolison will get the start for the Wild. Mid-net over here, Sergei Bobrovsky for the Columbus Blue Jackets. The Jackets pretty much out of it coming into this one. Last in the Metropolitan, with the Minnesota Wild, a big game for them. 4 points back of the final wildcard spot in the West with 3 games in hand. Columbus looking to play spoiler. We got Mikko Koivu and Ryan Johansson at center. The puck is dropped and we're underway. Blue Jackets and Wild. There's a giveaway. Jones right to Brunette. Here comes Brunette coming in. Brunette looking in there for Koivu. Couldn't get it to him. It's picked off. And back the other way comes Columbus. It's Rick Nash. Nash stops up to Johansson. Johansson over to Nash. Takes the shot. Good stop there, Rolison. Coming back the other way is Minnesota's Marian Gaborik. Gaborik takes a shot on the net. Good save there by Bobrovsky, who hands it off. Brunette with a chance. Bobrovsky gave it right to him. And Brunette didn't quite get a lot on that shot. Bobrovsky able to turn it aside. Coming into the Minnesota zone now is Seth Jones. Jones takes it to the corner. Jones walks it in front, tried to get a shot. Nice save there from Rolison. Back in comes Minnesota. It's Andrew Brunette. Brunette spins away from a check. Gets his stick lifted. Good play there from Nash. And he'll get the pass from Johansson into the zone. Rick Nash drops it back to Jones. Jones winds and fires. Blockered away into the corner. Jason Pominville with a good play there in the corner to take that away. And the Wild break out. Up to Michael Granlund. Granlund gets pushed off the puck by Nash. Gets it back. Centering past Granlund. Spurgeon tried to play it in. Brunette, I believe, Pominville was in there. Got hooked up. And that'll be a penalty against the Blue Jackets. Palmenville able to get away there. Atkinson lost his man. Got the stick in, gets the hook. Atkinson to the box. And the Wild power play. We'll get a chance to work here to try to get the game's first goal. Good start to the penalty kill there for Columbus as Fedor Tutin able to dump that down. The Wild back forward is Pierre-Marc Bouchard. Over to Nino Niederreiter. Niederreiter to Parise. Back to Dumba. Dumba works his way into the corner. Thinks about going around the net. Centers it for Niederreiter. Can't get the shot. Niederreiter centers it all the way back to the point. Now Dumba. Dumba and Palmenville go back and forth. Dumba finds Bouchard. He can't find a lane to the net. Sends it back to the line. Palmenville. Dumba looks it in front for Niederreiter. His shot blocked right in front by Tutin, who finds it and sends it down the ice. Wild out of their own zone. Back up ice with the puck. Zach Parise's in. Parise to the corner. Spins out. Big one-time chance. Nice glove there by Bobrovsky on the shot from Nino Niederreiter. Bouchard and Jenner on this draw. Good work there on the dot by Jenner. Get control of the puck and it's sent down the ice. 50 seconds left to go on the Minnesota power play. Ryan Suter coming in now for the Wild. Suter across to Bouchard. Bouchard takes the shot. That's gloved and hung on to by Bobrovsky. Koivu comes in for this draw against Jenner this time. Gets strong. Gabrick comes in, gets the shot, looking for the short side. Bobrovsky seals that off and makes the save. This time Corey able to win it a little bit more cleanly. Good play around, good one-timer chance, good save there from Bobrovsky. A set play. Suter's chance, that's deflected away. Chance in front, Brunette's shot goes wide. Best chances of the power play right there from Minnesota. But Bobrovsky stands his ground. Final 10 seconds of the power play, maybe a final rush. In comes Gabrick. Gabrick to Koivu, takes the shot. That's stopped. Bobrovsky just about juggled that for a second, able to control it though. And hangs on. A lot of times a great penalty kill starts from the net out. We've seen that on this PK from the Blue Jackets. Some big saves from Bobrovsky. Bouchard wins it. There's Palmenville. Final seconds of the power play now expired. Dumba takes the shot. Missed the net wide. We're back to 5-on-5. Clark just crosses center there for Columbus. Dumps it in. Palmenville. Parise and Bouchard, and they're back out of the zone. Bouchard crosses the blue line. Tried to hammer it on net. Tutin got in the way of that. Jack Johnson back there. Pinned up against the boards. Double team back there. Niederreiter gets the puck. Niederreiter back to Palmenville. Parise now Niederreiter. Niederreiter centers. Parise just got a stick on it but couldn't direct it towards the net. Rick Nash now with it for Columbus. Nash shooting at Atkinson and it's in the zone. Atkinson to Nash. Nash shoots. Rebound. Atkinson can't get to it. Dangerous centering play there in front of their own net. But the Wild get out of the zone. Niederreiter coming in now. Sends it in front. Dumba takes it. Shot. Good stop. Low along the ice. The pad save there from Bobrovsky. Jack Johnson coming all the way out. Johnson end to end. Centering pass. Scores! David Vaborny off the great individual effort from Jack Johnson. And the Columbus Blue Jackets have the game's first goal. Jack Johnson goes end to end. All the way into the attacking zone. A great cross-crease pass from Johnson. Finds the stick of David Vaborny. Has pretty much an open net to work with there. As great a pass as that was from Johnson. Slips it past Rolison. And after the penalty kill, in large part due to the great saves of Sergei Bobrovsky, the Blue Jackets repay their goaltender with a goal at the other end. Trying to respond. Here's Minnesota. Charlie Coyle with 2 chances. Second one finds the net, but it's stopped by Bobrovsky. Brandon Dubinsky, Charlie Coyle on this draw to the left of Bobrovsky. And the Blue Jackets win it. Out of the zone, there's the goal scorer, Vaborny. Vaborny to the corner. Gets taken off the puck there. And Spurgeon has it now behind the net. Stolen though by Dubinsky. Dubinsky in front to Umberger. Gets it back. Dubinsky in front to Vaborny again. Great chance in tight. And Rolison this time able to stop him. Coyle stays on the ice for Minnesota. Now it's Brassard for Columbus. Good chance off the draw. That's Klesla straight on. Rolison will hang on to that. Coyle pushes forward. Walls comes in. And the Wild get out of the zone. Here's Wes Walls. Crosses up. Looks back. Tried to send it to the front of the net. Picked off, though. And back the other way come the Blue Jackets. Nick Foligno. Foligno across to Brassard. Brassard curls it back to Klesla at the point. His pass intercepted, though, by Wes Walls. And here come the Wild up the other way. Walls crosses up. Takes the shot straight on into the chest of Bobrovsky. An easy save there. And no freeze play. Draw gets scrummed. Clark comes in to gain possession for Columbus. All the way across now to Matt Calvert. Calvert to the corner, sending it out in front. Gets stolen, though, by Mikko Koivu. Koivu coming up along the right side, decides to dump it in. Gabrick going in there, but it's picked up by Murray. Murray drops it for Jones. Jones to Calvert, and they'll get the breakout working here off the boards. Gave it away, though, just inside the blue line. Koivu to Gabrick. Gabrick, great save for Bobrovsky. Big giveaway just inside the blue line. Set up the Wild top scorer, and he couldn't find a way past Bobrovsky. Turnover this time inside the Minnesota zone. Trying to work it up ice. Here's Koivu with it again. Koivu drops it for Parise. Parise's shot sticked away into the corner. Parise has it again. Tried to send it in front, and it's stolen. Foligno doesn't quite have enough room. He's up 1-on-2. Ends up taking a penalty there. Foligno was outmanned on that rush. Lost the puck, and in an effort to get it back, gets the hook in. Second hooking penalty of the game to Columbus. Great work there from the Wild defenseman Schultz. Draws the penalty, and now a second power play opportunity for Minnesota. They didn't score in the first one. Had some good chances, though, on Bobrovsky. And a good start here from the Columbus PK. Niederreiter into the zone now for Minnesota. Stops up. Granlund's shot goes wide. Clark tried to clear. It's kept in by Gabrick. Gabrick, Koivu, Niederreiter. Niederreiter's shot blocked in front by Tutin. Cleared off the glass and down the ice by Clark. Regrouping, coming into the attacking zone now. Good move from Gabrick. He shoots and scores. Marian Gaborik. A fantastic move in the high slot. Set up that shot. And Gabrick's got a great one. Just beats Bobrovsky clean on the blocker's side. When you think of a power play goal, you think of a set play, maybe a shot from the point with traffic in front. Nothing of the sort here, just a snipe off the rush from Marian Gaborik, a perfectly placed shot. After some fancy work with the hands coming into the zone. And just perfectly into that top corner. A great shot from Gaborik. Ties the game on the power play.
Minnesota goal scored on the power play by number 10, Marian Gaborik, assisted by number 64, Michael Granlund, and by number 20, Ryan Suter. Time of the goal, 13.
Here come the Blue Jackets into the zone. Now it's Johansson. Johansson's in the corner. Sends it back Atkinson. Atkinson tries to send it in front. Ends up hitting off the back of the skates of Nash and stays in the zone. Nash now trying to work his way to the front of the net. Good play there from Nash. But Rolison hung on to the post and made the save. See this matchup again. The Coyle line against the Broussard line. Coyle wins it clean in his own zone this time. And the Wild will break out of the zone. Here's Walls dropping it back. That got deflected, and Foligno will pick that up. Give and go with Girardev. Foligno has it now. Good spin move from Foligno. Takes the shot from a ways out, and a nice glove save there from Dwayne Rollison. Broussard line stays out. It's the Granlund line this time up against them. Breakout works off the draw again. Zach Parise drops it back. Big chance blocked. On the one-timer right in front of him. A big block there from Columbus. Great steal on the back check from Parise. Sends in Granlund. Granlund gets that stolen off his stick, and now it's Nikolai Girardev for Columbus coming up. His shot doesn't work. His stick exploded in his hands. Now here come Minnesota into the zone. Granlund in front. Good chance. Pominville. Another chance for Pominville. Couldn't bury it. He was going to that far post. But Bobrovsky got there first, and the great pass from Michael Granlund. Faborny's pass into the slot. Couldn't find a teammate in a while to get it out to center. We'll give away there. Here's Pominville. Jason Pominville. Into the corner. Goes around behind the net. Back there for Zucker. Zucker now to Pominville. Pominville, Suter. Pominville again. Good give and go there with Suter. Just about beat Bobrovsky on the blocker side. Same spot Gabrick went for. Now back into the zone for Borny. Final minute of the first period. Matthew Dumba has it behind the Minnesota net. Played up to center for Zucker. Zucker takes the shot low, sticked away into the corner. Niederreiter pushed off the puck by Atkinson. Still fighting for it. Trying to keep it in the zone, ends up giving it away. And here's R.J. Umberger, final seconds of the first. Umberger pinned up against the boards there by Schultz. That'll force the turnover and take care of the period. Minnesota's first power play didn't go exactly their plan. Didn't get a goal. Got scored on not long after that by Columbus's David Vaborny. The second Minnesota power play, a bit more prosperous for the Wild. This snipe right here from Marian Gabrick tied up the game, and we'll take that 1-1 score into the second period. Minnesota controlling play through that one, especially with the two power plays. Have a big shot advantage, 17-9 after one. Bobrovsky has been the best player for Columbus so far. Certainly keep him in this game after the first period. Second period underway, and we're all tied up. Dumped into the Columbus zone. They'll go back for it and start their rush up ice. Here's Rick Nash. Nash heads to the corner, has two men on him. Tried to send it out in front. Didn't have much on the pass, though. And the Wild able to clear it out. Here's Gabrick. Gabrick, good move across. Gabrick with a chance. Good save. Gabrick still on it. Now to Koivu. I think that shot was going wide, but Bobrovsky flashed the glove at it and made the stop. Look at the move here from Gabrick. We saw one earlier that led to a goal, and a great move around the forward Broussard there. Set up another great chance. Koivu wins the draw. Suter comes in, gets the shot. It's blocked. Fighting for it in the slot. Jacket's able to get it out of the zone. Drop pass doesn't work. Turns into a giveaway to Brunette. Brunette in now for Minnesota. Sends it across Koivu. Koivu looking in for Gabrick. Ended up behind him. He tried to bang it on the short side anyway. Doesn't work, but they keep it alive. Koivu shot just goes wide. Big chance in front there for Koivu, and he missed. Blue Jackets clear the zone. Here's Girardev in for them now. Girardev sends it to front. Broussard, he scores! Great pass from Girardev. Spots Derek Broussard. And the Blue Jackets have the lead once again. A stop up here from Girardev, and Broussard goes straight to the net. Nobody finds him except his teammate Girardev with that pass. Keeps it just inside the post. A nice shot. Nice finish there from that play. And Derek Brassard restores the lead for Columbus.
Blue Jackets goal, his 15th of the season, scored by number 16, Derek.
Into the zone now comes Minnesota, trying to respond again. Granlund goes around behind the net. Brodin's on there. He's jumping into the play. Jonas Brodin pinned up against the boards, has two Blue Jackets on him. Dubinsky comes in, digs it out, goes up the boards, but didn't quite get the angle on that one. Spurgeon picks it off and sends it back in. Parise fighting with Savard. Parise has it, spins off. Now goes around behind the net. Parise in front. Granlund, oh, a nifty shot there. To work that to the backhand. A nice save by Bobrovsky. Blue Jackets get control on their own end and now break it out. Umberger sends it in. Jared Spurgeon. Up to Zach Parise. Parise cuts in. Tried to send it back. Spurgeon's on it. Now across to Brodin. Brodin shot deflected. Hit off of Pominville in front. Ends up going wide of the net. Big giveaway there for Johnson. Now a partial break for Granlund. Takes the shot. And a nice glove save by Sergei Bobrovsky. A big giveaway there at the blue line from the Blue Jackets' Jack Johnson. Blue Jackets win the draw in their own zone. Quickly break it out, but gave it away at center. Zucker steals it from Johansson. Jason Zucker stops up in front. Now into the corner for him again. Trying to work it around the zone. Niederreiter around behind the net. Zucker pushed off the puck, and the Blue Jackets able to take it. Cam Atkinson into the zone. Atkinson takes a weak shot. Easily handled there by Rolison. Now up by Zucker. Zucker to Bouchard. Back to Zucker. Zucker shot low. Rebound. Scores! Pierre-Marc Bouchard. And the Wild have tied it once again. Some nice give and go passing there as they're coming up on the rush. Zucker's shot is low. Looking for this exact rebound off the pad of Bobrovsky, and Bouchard right there to find it. Buries the rebound chance. And the Wild have even the score once again.
Minnesota goal, scored by number 96, assisted by number 16, Jason Zucker, and by number...
Good steal there from Coyle, trying to come in the zone. Now he does. 2-on-1 forming here. Coyle takes the shot. And Bobrovsky had to make the nice stop on that one. Another giveaway at the blue line from the Blue Jackets. Charlie Coyle able to win that draw. Big shot from Schultz goes way over top of the net. And the Jackets able to break out. Here's Boone Jenner. Jenner stopped up by Zedlicki. That'll force the turnover now up to Kyle Brodziak. Brodziak to Walls. Walls to the corner. Sends it out in front. There's Brodziak, a shot. That's knocked away. Murray gave it away. Here's Walls. Takes the shot. Missed the net. Off the boards. Murray's on that. And the Blue Jackets this time clear it out. Calvert into the attacking end. That's stolen from him. And he'll take a penalty. Suter came in. Stole the puck from Calvert. And it's yet another hooking call against this Columbus team. Just lost the battle in the corner. A frustration play there from Calvert. Will lead to the third Minnesota power play. They're 1 for 2 so far. Play off the draw, good block by Cute, and he's had a couple nice blocks in this game so far. Brunette steals it in the corner. Brunette back to the point. Dumba in for Koivu. Koivu out of the corner. Brunette trying to set the pass up in front. It's picked off and sent down the ice. Pominville just about gave that away. Jenner couldn't handle it. Foligno tried to get it back to him, but it's picked off. Wild coming in now in the power play again. Gabrick to Brunette. Brunette shot straight on. Rebound into the corner. Koivu, great centering pass. Rebound chance just went straight across. Couldn't find the net. Big chance there on the power play for Minnesota. Couldn't quite bury it. Parise up to Niederreiter. Niederreiter, Bouchard with a shot. And Bobrovsky makes that stop once again, and it's cleared all the way down. The power play now half done. Pominville struggling to get free behind the net, but it worked. Now into the zone, it's Niederreiter. Niederreiter takes it to the corner, tried to drop it back to the point. There was nobody there, not much on it, but that keeps it in. As Granlund's pass is picked off by Clark and sent all the way down. Final 30 seconds of the power play now. Niederreiter in. Niederreiter spins around. Granlund's shot. Good one-timer there. Didn't quite get everything on it, though, and Bobrovsky able to make the stop. Another chance for Granlund. Up high, and he scores. Michael Granlund. A big shot from a ways out. He had that one-timer chance a second ago. Couldn't get the goal. The play finds its way back to his stick. And a point shot you'd expect from a defenseman comes off the stick of the forward, Granlund. And from my view, there's a decent screen in front. At least that Bobrovsky was looking around originally. You saw him down there trying to look through the legs and skates. And this big shot from Granlund takes advantage of that. Don't think there was anybody quite in Bobrovsky's sight line at the moment of the shot. But that screen just before got Bobrovsky out of his rhythm, out of his proper movement there. And with him down so low, Granlund goes up high, beats him before he can get back up. And the Wild have their first lead of the game. Broussard pushes forward. Wall steals it, though. Good chance in front. Brodin in for Brodziak. Brodziak to Walls. His shot low. Kicked away. And Savard controls the rebound and breaks it out. Nikolai Zherdev in now for Columbus. Zherdev cuts in front. Takes the shot. Tried to go 5-hole. Good save. Back the other way come Minnesota. Walls crosses the red line. Dumps it in. Savard up to Foligno. Now across to Zherdev. Zherdev dumps it in. Broussard going back for it. Spurgeon gets to it first, though. And the Wild breakout. Kyle Brodziak has Walls with him. Cuts back. Looks at the net again. Drops to the point. There's Schultz coming in off the bench. A big shot from Schultz. And Bobrovsky had to be sharp on that one. Defensive zone draw in there from Johansson. Sets up the breakout. Here comes Rick Nash. Nash centers it. Johansson. Johansson to Atkinson. Back to Johansson. A big shot. Rolson came way out of the net to make that save. Zucker coming into the attacking end now for Minnesota. Zucker curls back to the point. Schultz. Schultz is Zidlicki. Back to Schultz. Zidlicki tried to work it in. Nash picks that off, and it's a 2-on-2 coming up. Nash tried to stop up and wait for help. Ends up getting it back to the blue line for Klesla. Nash now to Atkinson. Back to Klesla. In for Atkinson. To the corner now for Nash. He's got two men on him again. The Wild know who the most dangerous man on that team is. And they've been putting two defenders on him all game long. No time and space for the big man Rick Nash in this one. He's got the puck again, always dangerous. Is Rick Nash, comes in, takes the shot, missed the net. Koivu for Gabrick. Gabrick in for Brunette. But they got to come back to center as they got crossed up offside there. Brunette now able to bring it in. Walks it back to the point. Big shot from Suter. Block. Doesn't get to the net. Johnson gave it away. Koivu. Let's it off the boards. It's picked up though by Murray and played up ice. Calvert now to Atkinson. Atkinson's been out there for a while. Drops it back. Jenner coming off the bench. A shot over top of the net. Jenner again tried to work it in. Gabrick stole it though. And the Wild get out of the zone. Gabrick to Suter jumping into the play. Ryan Suter tried to look to the net for Koivu. Intercepted there by Jenner. Clark's pass is picked off. Giveaways from both teams here in rapid succession. Jones pins Brunette up against the boards. He keeps it back to the point though for Spurgeon, whose pass is intercepted, and here's a chance on the breakaway for Calvert. Spurgeon coming back. Took away a lot of space and forced a shot. Not as good a shot as Calvert wanted on a breakaway chance for sure. Not coming back in Minnesota. Granlund's shot goes wide. Final seconds of the second period. Blue Jackets going to try to find a way to get up ice, but a late penalty from Parise. The first penalty of the game for Minnesota. A little too aggressive here is Parise. 6 seconds left in the period. Who knows if the Jackets would have even had time to get up ice, and Parise trying to get the puck back. Gets the stick in, gets the hooking call, and the Blue Jackets will get their first power play. That face-off win will take care of any chance the Jackets had off that face-off, but they'll carry the power play into the third period. A period they'll head into down a goal. Blue Jackets got the lead, but then 2 goals from the Minnesota Wild earned them their first lead of the game. Wild lead the Blue Jackets 3-2. A big advantage in shots, just extends. Carries over from the first, extends its way into the second. 34-15 are the shots in favor of Minnesota. All that possession and shots finally leads to a lead for them there after the second period. But they got to be careful heading into the third. They're going to be down a man to start the period. A good chance for the Jackets. Try to find a way to tie it. Zach Parise starts the period in the box. Brodziak has the assignment here for the Minnesota PK. Ends up losing that draw to Johansson, and the power play will get set up. Atkinson's into the zone. Sends it in front. Dubinsky, a good chance. Good stop from Rolison. Dumba tried to kick it out. Atkinson has it. Off the boards to the point. Works it in front. There's Nash. To Dubinsky. For Jones, now Dubinsky. Trying to find a way in. There's Nash. Tried to cut out in front. He gets knocked away. Still in the zone, though. Dubinsky in for Atkinson. A shot. Just hops over top of the net. Nash is on it. Atkinson for Johansson. Back to the point. Dubinsky. He gets that stolen from him. And the Wild clear it. Good effort to start the power play here. At the start of the period, they're right back in. Jones, Dubinsky in for Johansson. Johansson's shot gets blocked. Now Atkinson. Can't find a shot, gets it in for Nash. Nash back to Atkinson. Gets free, here comes Atkinson. Great pass across to Johansson, and that's robbed. Great stop there, probably the best of the game from Dwayne Rolison. Top unit still on for Columbus. Coming off the intermission. Dubinsky has it now. Dubinsky plays it into Nash. Final 20 seconds of the power play. Atkinson tried to get a chance. Good defensive play there, though. By Brodin, broke that up. Johansson centers for Atkinson. A quick shot. And Rolison has none of that. Makes the save and hangs on. Just about everything has gone right for Columbus to start the period here. Everything except a goal. They've still got 10 seconds left in the power play that they started the period with. A good draw win, though, from Minnesota. Will pretty much take care of that. The Wild fend off the early power play pressure. Back to 5-on-5. Jackets still looking dangerous, though. Here's Zerdev. Cycles it in behind the net. Broussard. Broussard. Double team behind the net. Bouchard comes in. And the Wild clear out of the zone. Jonas Brodin crosses center. Dumps it in. Murray on it. Stolen, though, by Pominville. Pominville skates it all the way back to the point. Hands it off to Zidlicki. Zidlicki in at to Granlund. Granlund back to Zidlicki. He'll walk the line. Gets it to Brodin. Brodin trying to look in. And that was picked off. Dave Raborny coming in now for Columbus. He's got a goal already in this one. Raborny drops it back to the point where it's dumped in. Columbus tried to find a way to get set up in the zone, but didn't get there, and the Wild will clear out. Parise now to Granlund. Granlund's got room, takes the shot. Rebound chance stolen by Murray, but Minnesota gets it back. Zidlicki. Walking it in himself, goes to the corner. Big centering pass picked off by Calvert. Stolen again, though, by Granlund. Granlund to Gabrick. Gabrick comes in. Big move. Just goes wide. Gabrick couldn't quite pick the low corner. Would have been a great insurance marker there. Another giveaway from Columbus. Gabrick to Brunette. Brunette dropped it back, and this time the Jackets intercept and bring it into the attacking zone. Jenner, big shot blocked by Schultz, and Gabrick's on that. Marian Gabrick across to Mikko Koivu. Koivu comes in with a shot, blockered away. Savard up to Calvert. And Columbus will clear the zone. Clark going to the net. He has it now. Clark takes the shot. Rattles around. Rolison not able to handle it. Another chance coming here. Big save. Again, Rolison can't find the loose puck again this time. It squeaks to him. And he's able to pick it up. A couple extra chances there because Rolison couldn't find the puck. A great shift from the Columbus fourth line there. Certainly some more energy out of the Blue Jacket squad coming down into the third period, down a goal. Niederreiter in now for Minnesota. Niederreiter curls back. Suter into Bouchard. Back to Suter. In front, Zucker. Bouchard trying to find a way around the zone. There's Zucker. A shot goes wide. Now Niederreiter's on it. Couldn't jam it in. And the Blue Jackets clear. Atkinson in now for Columbus. Atkinson couldn't get the shot. Good block there from Dumba. Dumba pinned up against the boards. Nash coming in with Atkinson, and Dumba fends them both off and gets the clear with some help from Ryan Suter. Savard takes down Niederreiter along the boards. Big stretch pass up to Atkinson. Atkinson's in there 1-on-4. Everybody making a change. Good turnover there, Broussard. Now Foligno. Foligno taken down hard. A big hit right there. That's Niederreiter laid him out. Niederreiter, one-timer, chance low. Good save. Back to the point, Brodin. Brodin, his shot low. Wide of the net. Not much power on it either. That's just a giveaway. Good steal from Mikko Koivu. Took that away from Nick Foligno. Koivu centering pass picked off by Johnson. Now Broussard comes in. Got a little bit of room to work. Broussard curls back. Gets a return pass. Now to the point. Gets another pass, but Brodin stole it. Brodin fighting with Broussard, but he still got the puck. Johnson to Teuton. Back to Johnson. Teuton again. His shot way up high and wide of the net. And speaking of shots that are just turnovers, there's one there. Marian Gabrick coming in now to Brunette. Brunette drops it for Brodin. Brodin trying to find a lane to the net. Tried to work it in for Gabrick. Broussard picked that off. And the Jackets clear out. Girardev. In front, there's Johnson, doesn't shoot. Johnson for Foligno. Foligno takes it to the corner, goes around behind the net. It's stopped up against the net there. With the defensive work from Brodin, but he gets it back. Foligno to Girardev. Can't find a way to the net. Johnson. Broussard. Girardev can't get the shot. Good block. With the stick there from Gabrick from behind. Gabrick's been out there for a while. You can see it in his legs. Doesn't have the speed he had earlier. Drops it back to Brodin with a shot straight on. And gloved by Bobrovsky. Brandon Dubinsky, Michael Granlund on this draw. Dubinsky won it, but Pominville stole it. Parise works it back to the point. In now for Granlund. Back to Brodin. Across Spurgeon, a shot up high. Bobrovsky made the save, didn't make the catch. Play still going here. Minnesota has it again. Granlund tried to center. It's picked off this time, and the Blue Jackets clear. R.J. Umberger has Dubinsky going to the net. Had to work it through. Pominville picked it off. And he's got possession now. Umberger takes it back. Thought about cutting in front. Goes behind. Looks for Verborny. Now in front. Big chance. Scores! Brandon Dubinsky. And the Blue Jackets. It's their turn to tie the game. Umberger to Verborny. His shot was blocked. Umberger picks up the loose puck. And Brandon Dubinsky found himself alone in the slot. A nice pass from Umberger. Finds Dubinsky. He wastes no time pulling the trigger on that one-timer. And a huge goal there for Columbus. Late in the third period, able to tie the game.
Columbus goal, scored by number 17, Brandon Dubinsky, assisted by number 18,
Schultz with it from Minnesota. Tried to work at the net. A good stick there. Work up the pass. Calvert clears the red line. Tried to dump it in. Ends up putting it over the glass. .354 left to go in the third. Game tied at 3s. Minnesota have been controlling play for most of this game, but Columbus has found some life in the third. They've been able to tie it. Murray working his way in. Sends it all the way back to Jones. His shot goes wide of the net, just barely. Now Johansson walks it out in front. Rolison stays calm, holds the post, and makes the save. Nash on it. Tried to go back to the point, picked off by Brodziak. Zidlicki up to Coyle. Coyle coming in now for the Wild. Charlie Coyle dots it back. There's Walls. Walls lost control, has it in the corner. He's being worked over by 2 Blue Jackets there. They'll dig the puck out and bring it up ice. Jones for Atkinson. Cam Atkinson drops it to Murray. Gets it back. Atkinson shot blocked right in front of him by Marek Zidlicki. Played up now for Brodziak. 1:45 left to go. Brodziak takes the shot. Jones grabs it. Works it out of the zone, but gave it away at center. Here comes Gabrick. The ever-dangerous Marian Gabrick went for a move there. Didn't fool Murray, though. And they'll take it away. Chris Clark coming in now for Columbus. To the corner. Final minute of the third. Clark behind the net. Works it all the way back to the point. Murray. Murray for Calvert. The defenseman there left it for him. I think that was Savard. Now Gabrick's in for Minnesota. Gabrick centering pass. Good pick there from Savard. 40 seconds left to go. Calvert crosses the line. Dumps it in. Dumba back for it. There's the breakout. Now a chance maybe for Gabrick. It's a 3-on-2 forming, but they got 2 back checkers. Now a 3-on-4. And that works out in Columbus's favor. Look at the puck. Clark crosses the line, dumps it in. Back forward is Suter. Another rush maybe coming from Minnesota. Dumbo off the boards to Gabrick. Gabrick comes in. Looks to the net, can't find a pass. Tried to drop it to the point. Dubinsky was there, and he'll steal it. Final 10 seconds. RJ Umberger comes in. Umberger to Verborny. Back to Umberger. Can't get the shot. 4 seconds. Will they shoot? There's Umberger's shot wide of the net. And that'll do it for the third. Regulation time solves nothing. A tying goal from Columbus in the last 5 minutes of the third. That goal right there from Brandon Dubinsky gets the tie and will force overtime coming up next. Don't have the exact shot totals after 2, but I believe it was somewhere around the 35-36 range for Minnesota after 2 periods. Not a whole lot of shots for them in that third. They sat back with a lead. It cost them. They lost their lead. Not all that many shots from Columbus in that period either, but they stayed neck and neck with them, got the tying goal they needed. And now the only shot that matters is the one that finds the net. We'll head in to overtime. Three-on-3 OT. Koivu and Johansson will face off. Rick Nash. Seth Jones for Columbus. Marian Gabrick. And I believe that's Ryan Suter. Yep, back there for Minnesota. 3-on-3 overtime is underway. Gabrick to Koivu. Koivu takes the big shot. Goes way wide of the net. Possession is the name of the game in OT. Columbus have it now. Seth Jones cuts in. Jones gets pushed off the puck, but Nash has it. Nash back for Jones. Jones to Johansson. A shot. Just missed the net. The Wild will take that. Suter gets stolen. Stolen there by Johansson. Walks it in front. Takes the shot. And a nice save. A game saver from Rolison there. Bailing out to the defenseman Suter. Not known for big giveaways like that. Just about cost him the game there. Everybody stays on the ice. Johansson wins the draw. Jones. His shot wide. Suter gets the puck off the boards. Plays it up to Gabrick. Gabrick across now to Koivu. He's 1-on-1. 2-on-1 forming now. Koivu shot. Blockered away. Suter has in the corner. Suter goes around behind the net. Suter leaves it for Koivu. In front to Suter. His shot. Couldn't find the net. It went wide. Suter's back on it. Pinned up against the boards by Jones. Kicks it into Koivu. Koivu back to Gabrick. Gabrick to room. Takes the shot. And a nice save from Bobrovsky. Just over halfway through the overtime period. Parise, Granlund, and Dumba for Minnesota. Brassard, Atkinson, and Savard for Columbus. Giveaway. There's Dumba with a shot just wide. Rebound comes around. Bobrovsky was down, but no shot. Brassard fighting with Granlund. Granlund steals it. Granlund for Parise. Spins around, gets the shot. And Bobrovsky seals it off. A nice save there. A one-on-one puck battle turned into a giveaway. And Granlund and Parise just about finished it. Granlund wins it. Granlund around for Parise. Parise in front of Granlund. Back to Parise. The net scores! Parise spots Dumba, and that's the game. Matt Dumba finishes it off for Minnesota. A big win for them in the Western Conference playoff hunt. After giving up that chance off the Suter giveaway, since then it's been all Minnesota in the overtime. Their second 3-on-3 unit got it done. The forwards were buzzing around, and that left Matt Dumba wide open. He came in from the point. A great pass found him. Parise spots Dumba. And the Minnesota Wild defeat the Columbus Blue Jackets 4-3 in overtime. 3 stars in this one. 1 goal for Brandon Dubinsky earns him the 3rd star. A goal for David Vaborny earns him the 2nd. And a 3-point night for Marcus Granlund. A goal and 2 assists earned him the 1st star. The Wild, probably easily the better team in this one. Got dragged all the way to overtime. Some great goaltending from Sergei Bobrovsky. Some good finish on some chances for the Blue Jackets. Got the tying goal, but Minnesota outworked them for 60 minutes plus, and they're rewarded with a victory. Even though they needed overtime to do it, they'll certainly take those 2 big points in the wild card race. Continue their quest for an unlikely playoff run.